Let's go, man. I'm just kidding.
Robert, quick question. Did anybody ever call you Bobby?
You know what? It's funny, and don't record this. In Dearborn, just we're all Middle Eastern. My high school is over 90% Middle Eastern. They called me by the most American name you can call me, which is Bob. And in college, I was with all these white guys, and they called me by the most Arabic name you can call me, which is my Arabic name is Shalel. So it's very interesting. So when I go home, they still call me Bob. Well, good morning. Representing Dwight Morrow High School this week. They lost their entire field turf to Hurricane Ida, and so we wanted to represent them and do some good things for that high school.
Questions?
Is there any other help you guys are extending to the high school at all?
I know we're inviting out their varsity team to the game, and we're doing some things for them equipment wise. Organization will be able to answer those in more detail for you.
Robert, are Jamison and Keelan ready to go for Sunday?
As of now, I don't want to jinx it. You know, they still got to work their hurdle today, but they've been getting better and progressing. But they're still going to be it'll still be decided on game day.
Jamison, it's the groin, right? That he's still.
Yeah, he's working through that part of it, but again, he feels good. But at the same time, it's just continuing to work and clear all the different medical hurdles.
Robert, how did you think Zach handled the idea he was under a lot of pressure in his first game, and can he do anything to help that situation?
I think he handled it like a quarterback. You know, he's it's not abnormal to not be under pressure and to get hit in this league. I mean, I think I've got the numbers in front of me, but obviously it's still too many. But I mean, quarterbacks get hit; they get pressured at a very high rate in this league, especially when you're forced to drop back pass, which is the hardest thing to do in football because of the pass rush and its ability to win one-on-ones and get home. But you know, I thought he did a great job. You know, he's what was great about him is that it seemed like the more pressure, the better he got. And as the game went on, the more the Carolina pressured, the more the pocket was collapsing. It just seemed like he rose to the challenge and got better, which was awesome to see. And he's fearless, he's tough, and like I said earlier in the week, we don't want to measure his toughness, but at the same time, he demonstrated it on Sunday.
Obviously, you guys want to be a run-first offense, so what are some things that you can take from last week and work on to improve going into Sunday's matchup with the Patriots? You know,
there's a lot of things that we need to improve on. You know, from communication to execution to footwork to hand placement. You know, when you're talking about the run game, creating space and trying to find running lanes, the backs have to be better with their tracks and all that stuff. So it was all encompassing, but you know, I feel like we've had a really good week of practice and trying to reestablish that style of play that we're trying to develop. But you know, it's going to be great to get on the field on Sunday and see how much progress we've made.
I know it's kind of cliche talking about getting off to a good start in front of your home crowd, but does that make a difference? You know, first time with fans in the stands for you guys in a while, and first time for you ever, if you get off to a good start, can that be something that helps you?
You always want to start fast. You know, we talk about starting fast, finish faster, and you know, but you know, you got to go with the punches of the game. There's going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be adversity. There's going to be high points, low points. It just when they come, it doesn't really matter. It's just about playing the game to the best of your ability and taking every play with what it is. And you know, obviously we are a young team, so a little bit of confidence early doesn't hurt anybody. It wouldn't hurt a veteran team either. So to answer your question, yeah, starting fast would be awesome, but at the same time, starting fast can't be your sole purpose.
Robert, sometimes teams take a big step from week 1 to week 2. Considering you're such a young team, can you see that you guys taking a pretty big step now that some of your young guys have their feet wet?
You know, that. Hopefully, I mean that is the old saying. You make your biggest jump from week 1 to week 2, and there were a lot of guys that had their first I mean, AVT, Elijah Moore had their first game action, didn't get any preseason action. So really excited for them to get another shot at it, and really looking forward to seeing how we respond and how we come out the gates and how we attack this thing. But yeah, that's usually the motto or the saying, and that's what we expect.
With you know, obviously with Keelan and Jameson potentially playing, I mean, is there a chance Denzel could be inactive?
Again, going through that process, there's, you know, we are very fortunate. We've got a really deep group of receivers, and I think Joe and his staff have done an unbelievable job assembling a really cool receiver group, and you know, today is a big part of practice and making sure we get the best 5-6 guys out there.
With Mackay, is he going to have surgery, and what is the timetable for his return? There was a report out there that he's going to have surgery.
Yeah, he's still at minimum 4 to 8 weeks, and there's still a lot of things that need to be found, and so there's still decisions to be made. So we're hopeful, but at the same time we're just waiting for him to go through his process.
Okay, so you're not saying he is going to have surgery? I'm just.
No, the reports are true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay Ruber talked a little bit about how you want to limit explosive plays, and sometimes that will lead to, you know, leaky yardage and things of that nature, where teams, you know, they can move up the field, but, you know, you want to hold everything in the red zone. So what's the balance between trying to limit, you know, explosive plays, but also trying to, you know, prevent those little things and dunks that can keep a drive progressing?
Yeah, no, that is the balance. So, you know, explosive plays, be a cool little study. We do it every week, but when offenses can generate an explosive play in a drive, the percentages of scoring are astronomical. Like it's almost guaranteed that they're going to get 3 points. 2 explosives in the drive, you might as well just put 7 on the board and kick the ball off. But so the objective is to make them go earn it. You know, this game is too precise. It's too good. Someone's going to make a play on defense. Someone's going to make a mistake on offense. Something's going to happen. But at the same time, you don't want to be so conscientious of taking away their deep ball that they do this dink and dunk for 5-10 yards a pop. So we do have this thing called the kill zone. It's inside 5 yards, and that's where we're trying to keep the ball. So the challenge is, can you eliminate explosives while keeping the ball inside 4 yards or less? And there's tremendous balance. There's a way you got to call the game. There's a way you've got to play your scheme. There's a way you've got to recognize offensive indicators to make sure that you're eliminating their explosive shots pre-snap so you can play more aggressively. So, and that comes with so many reps and time, and especially when you play a zone defense like we do. Man coverage, you know, your body on a body, it's easy stuff, but when you play a zone that we do, your job as a player is to eliminate your explosive so you can be aggressive on things in front. But again, that takes lots of reps.
Robert, how are you defining explosive, both run and pass in that?
For us, any pass over 16, any run over 12.
16 and 12.
16 and 12.
And this is one of the times when you'll have a rookie quarterback on the other side. I mean, does that open up some possibilities for a defense and a defensive coordinator?
Not necessarily. You know, these young quarterbacks are so advanced nowadays. Mac looked very, very impressive in his game against Miami, who throws a bunch of different looks, who has a really good pass rush. I think they hit him 9 times. So it's, you know, you got to play your game. You know, I've been on the other side of the coin where you have a rookie quarterback, or you have a backup quarterback in, or whoever it might be, and so you try to trick them, and all you do is trick yourself. You know, we've got a style to our game. We have a system. Now, does that mean we're not going to have wrinkles? We have wrinkles within our scheme, but at the same time, it's about us. It's about how we prepare. It's about how we attack our job, and it's about how we play to the best of our ability.
When I've been here, it strikes me that you and Zach have a really good relationship, and that has been building, I presume. But did you learn anything about him after seeing him in a real game with real results?
Yeah, you know, it's what's interesting, because you saw it in college, his off-schedule stuff. And, you know, going through preseason and training camp and the preseason games, we never got to see him move because he was trying to stay disciplined in the pocket, read his routes, go through his progressions and all that. And then you get in a game, and, you know, leading up to it, I remember asking LaFleur, I was like, I wonder what's going to happen when he gets hit the first time. You think he's going to fumble? And shoot, his first shot was Brian Burns on the no-look. I was like, oh, God. But he held on to it, and then he popped back up. And then he had a free runner and he made a miss, and I was like, damn, this kid's got a really cool feel in the pocket that we weren't able to see because he was trying to be disciplined during practice. And he's a tremendous young man. And like I said, it seemed like he got better as the pressure mounted in terms of which we don't want to see. We want him to be able to run, throw from the pocket, but he proved that he relished in the moment and he got better as it went. So it's going to be exciting to see him grow.
To go back to DJ's question about the explosive plays, Jeff said when he got here, you would put, he said a poster that said no explosive plays or that kind of, what did you do? Was it an actual sign or?
Yeah, so it's a funny story on the sign. So in 2014, when I got my first linebacker's job at Jacksonville with Gus, and we were talking about certain concepts, and we made a decision that it was like, all right, let's make the decision that's going to eliminate the explosive. And then it's just one of those deals as a coach, you're frustrated, like, why are we here till 1 a.m? It's just sometimes we can eliminate so much discussion if we just focus on eliminating the explosive. And so I made this little cheesy old sign that I've had with me since 2014 and passed it on to him. So
It's like a
hand drawn, handmade sign, got little bombs on it and everything. So it's a cool little sign. It's in his office.
With
Nice one from Manny.
with the run game, what do you need to do to have a little bit more success this weekend, and how much can that help take pressure off of Zach?
It's for us, it's trust the preparation at which we do things. Like I said it last week, that I thought we had a great week running the ball in terms of practice. I thought our backs were on it. I thought our linemen were on it. And then when we got to the game, we were off. Our angles were off. Our tracks were off. Our footwork was a little off, and it wasn't a one-on-one thing. It was a trust thing. To me, it was, and the only way you'll know whether or not you're capable of winning those one-on-ones if you execute what you've been executing all week. Give yourself a chance and then figure it out from there. And so yeah, just going out there, trusting everything, trust your week of preparation, trust what you've seen on tape, trust what you've been able to execute throughout the week of practice, and then make the adjustments from there. But we're excited for another opportunity, and again, we've had a really nice week of work of practice. Thought we had a really good run period yesterday, and now we just got to trust it and go execute.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, thanks everybody.
Ryan's going to give you information on that score.